yeah. So, Infinity Edge increase. Infinity Edge complete. It now procs on 40% crit strike chance to give you extra damage. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna rush it on Yasuo and see what happens. See where God takes me. Dude, I think like this wasn't like recent. This was like last year, but like I think I sat for like 3 hours, 4 hours watching like you know like those like Zoomer videos of like people being like, this is a day in the life of a marketing exec or a marketing something at Google, and then it's like I take my electric scooter down to the quad, and then first of all we have a 2-hour team meeting. They provided these incredible couscous, all blah blah blah, right? And it's just like, and then anyway, then we go for drinks at this really cool, our favorite bar nearby. Then we go get a 7-course meal at this really nice like whatever. Yeah, I was sitting there like, oh my god, this is like miserable. But since like I'm trying to ruminate in my head over like what I'd been up to in the last like couple of weeks that isn't just like in the dungeon making videos that I think are like somewhat interesting. I'm like, imagine if I made one of those TikToks. This is a day in the life of a guy who's trying to make YouTube videos. So I wake up at 4 p.m. or I either wake up at 4 p.m. or 3 a.m. nowhere in between. Then I play a game for like 8 hours. Then I write a script. Then I like spend 12 hours just cutting down all the footage and putting things to paper. Anyway, and that's me. That's it. That's literally it. Nothing else. Anyway, that was a day in the life. I got sick. You started college. You've been editing lots. Oh yeah, Maisie had like an interaction. I don't know like what's wrong with you people, man. Maisie had like an interaction with an IRL League of Legends player, and it wasn't a good one. He might know. He might even know who I am. Maybe I dox him. I guess it was. Hold on. What if I fight both of them as a joke? I guess his name's like Muhammad or something, right? I'm gonna dox him. That's like his first name. Your name's Muhammad and you're taking a marketing class? I thought I do know his name. Is Muhammad the league player, or is Muhammad the one who wants to be a YouTuber? Oh, you do? Yeah, like I listen to like when you speak. Like I'm not like trying to come at your neck here, but you do talk an awful lot about your like about college. Like it's like almost every conversation you have like in the last couple of weeks. So I do know more than you think I know about what's going on within your college life. So yeah, yeah, Maisie had an interaction with a League of Legends player. It wasn't a good one. Cause like I mean, I don't know what's going on with that course, but there seems to be like a lot of people that are like interested in that subculture. Well, I see subculture like like streaming and blah blah YouTube. I don't even know if you could consider it a subculture at this point, but and then like one of them asked like, hey, do any of you play League of Legends? And then everybody was like, no, I don't. I play like Apex or I play like Overwatch or blah blah blah. And then Maisie was like, I used to play League, and he was like, and then he called her like a fake gamer girl, and then I think that was like pretty much as far as the conversation went. And then yep, that was kind of it. Bit strange. A bit strange. Can it maybe par for the course though? I don't know. I think like I mean maybe damaged individuals anyway, so has it I literally don't interact with most of the people that play a League in my class. I think I could probably respect that, to be honest. Dude, I'm getting fucking like I get hit by Zed like one time and I'm like half HP, man. It says I'm playing on 30 ping, but I almost want to say I don't believe it. Like, no offense, but I don't believe you. should have sucked. I wasn't there. But also, like, why would I? I don't think there's any need for that. Apparently there was like almost a fight in that class, in Maisie's class, like the other day. God knows like why. Like Graves mid again, man. I mean that was like he didn't ignite me, but he did flash. I don't know if he flashed as well. I'm just getting sick of seeing the fuckers. See, here's the thing. When I'm like, I don't know, man. It does go to show, Maisie. I will admit, it may be like a self-fulfilling prophecy where I'm like, what has been going on in my life? And then the thing that you're like, this is probably the most important thing that's happened in your life is you starting college, not me doing anything, but you starting something. You're fucking college pilled, man. You're college pilled. What the heck? How is that the most important thing that's happened in my life? I don't know what the hell. I don't know what the hell is going on, man. What have I done recently? Education pilled? Oh, dear. College is a lot. Bro, if you knew what the fuck they were doing in their college course, I don't know if you would agree. They had like a thing where they were like, we want you to like combine Batman and Peter Griffin. I'm not even kidding. That was like an assignment, man. And then she combined it with Garfield. I'm trying to make my money back here. I just did some in line in there. Oh, yeah, he's moving down. Really trying to get some. Tell you now that I'm in retrospect mode here, I'm like I should have banned Zed for sure. He's one of the oh my god, he's one of the men I should have got rid of. College girls, heart eyes. Adam. I don't know what that Zed's HP is, but I know he tanked at least like one tower shot, so I'm hoping for the best on this one. Almost guaranteed if I actually hit him, I still die. How's the Yasuo gameplay? I'm chilling. Maybe you have a cool tangent about having it empty. I definitely don't. I don't do like anything when you're not here. Or like I have just been working on the videos, I guess. I mean, like I'm not like, man, what's my life become? But I'm sitting here like, man, I really have not done much except just like work like on videos over the last like since the start of the year, I guess. I can't believe this guy's like lane ganked me 3 times, or he's tried to, man. He needs to grow up, man. Gotta make like a bit of a gamer prediction that he's like sitting right there, waiting for me to go like buck wild. I didn't get my ulti off, man. I was right. I can't believe I was right. That I was like, he's probably sitting right there, man. He's probably sitting right there. Right, getting socially engineered. I honestly, right, so obviously like socially engineering things is like a like if you call like see if you know somebody's like basic information, there's a lot you can do with it. Like you could cancel bills probably, like you can, I don't know, whatever, right? If you know enough information about something. But I think I really I'm interested because like Riot got like socially engineered recently. I wonder like how deep it goes, right? Is it like somebody spending years working on like a ruse that, oh fuck, I would have gotten away as well. Is it somebody spending years working on a ruse, or is it like somebody just be like sending an email being like, hey, can you send me 2023 roadmap.pdf please? And then being like, yep, probably. How would you know about it if it wasn't somebody who was working on it? Like, what? How bad is it? How bad is it? Is it like they let somebody enter the building, like the person didn't have a key card, and the guy went, oh sorry, I don't have my key card on me, can you let me in? And they were like, yeah sure, you must have your key card since you're here. Like, how bad was it? I'll admit, man, like I guess like I don't know. Here's the thing, so I mean, I guess since like the last time I made a League video, or last time I like was like doing League videos, there was quite a lot of development, and it's been very tough for me not to like immediately be like, oh, drama, let me get on this. But it's just really funny that like they're clearly capable of doing so, but like when Bright Moon and Other Man came on and were like, hey, let's have a sit down and have a chat, you kind of just sit there and you think like, why couldn't you just do this to begin with? Like we're not asking, like it's quite literally like the bare minimum, man. Because he even did a poll, man. They even did a poll afterwards being like, do you want us to do like high production value like high production value chats? And like I think everybody is in agreement, like no one fucking cares, man. Like nobody cares. Like absolutely nobody cares. If you're just doing a video being like, hey, let's talk about this, no one cares. Stop bogging yourself down in the minutia. Because like nobody, like realistically, nobody cares about the videos to begin with. They just want it. They want the information. They want the game to be better or to be good, and that's it. The sub. So, yeah, they're trying to ransom Riot for like $10 million as well, and they're not paying it. Good, I guess. I don't really. But now they're cracking down on the anti-cheat. So I guess that's one bad thing that's come out of the whole situation is that like custom skins may just be like straight up outlawed now, I suppose. Like if the anti-cheat gets harsher, it may just be like, oh, I don't know what this is, therefore we got it. Fucking hell, man. Therefore. Which is like lame, but I don't know. It's weird that they're like bringing the anti-cheat up, because I feel like that's the only thing, and that's like the only thing in League of Legends I feel like everybody is in agreement is pretty good. Like, to be fair, and just to be clear, like I don't, since like a botting is not like necessarily cheating. Like it's like weird because I don't think it uses like an injection in order to, like, it's not an injection based script that does it all. Maybe it is, I have no idea. It could be, I fucking no clue. But like injection based scripts that like give you all that information, all that kind of stuff, they're like actually, I guess, like hacking. Never like I've to my knowledge never ran into a single person using one of them in all the time that I've played League of Legends. A part of me is like, I bet that Riot are like, we're not paying it, not because they like, I mean, I gotta get some kills here, I'm sorry. Not because they're like, oh no, it's about the principle. I think it's because they're like, yeah, we can't even read the source code, like what are you gonna do with it, bozo? They're just like, alright, okay, good luck deciphering these moon runes. We decided that we're gonna write an entire like programming language and code the entire client in the fictional dragon language of Skyrim. He's so based. Oh, never mind. Bard almost went like insane mode there. I'm not gonna lie. Ross, you haven't seen what people can do. What does that mean? They will break the code. I know. I was making a joke, man. Like I know that people can figure out what's what, right? I know. I get it. Alright, we got our Infinity Edge. Swag. It's now proccing already. You know what we need to do? We need to rehire the guy that shut down the Project Legacy League of Legends thing, who said, like, you've had, I don't know, you had your chrono fun, now it's time for the chrono break. We need to rehire that guy and then sick him on the people that socially engineered their way into getting the source code for League of Legends. I think he's the man for the job. We need an internet tough guy, like, immediately. We need an internet tough guy who is just gonna be, who's gonna quip edgy one-liners, and like that's exactly the kind of people we need for some black hat hackers, man. Just to scare them. A Ryer actually joked about that on Reddit. Did they actually? Oh my god, they mentioned him. I'm gonna be honest, man. I'd probably be pissed, man. If the game company I was working at were on Reddit, like, throwing shade at me, even though I was just doing my job. Oh, man, they actually surrendered. Why did they surrender? They were doing... Okay, bot lane was doing really bad, man. Bot lane was doing really bad. I was getting my butt beat there, but still. Guess we run it back for another one. Since that was such a short game. I'm gonna give it to Bard purely based on the one interaction I had with him. I didn't really have an interaction with anybody else the entire course of that game. I did 3,000 damage. That's not. I think it is very funny because I remember talking to a Ryer. He doesn't work at Riot anymore, granted, but he did mention like people are like at the time. This is like 2018. He was like, people are in prison right now for like leaking Riot Games information, and I was like, okay. I don't think he was trying to say it in like an internet tough guy way, but like, I don't know. Just that they do take some of this stuff seriously. Maybe they're just gonna do it the old-fashioned way, and they're just gonna like plant a car bomb on the hacker's house. Like, surely they got some brains within that organization that can find out who the people are and then take care of them. You know, call in the Tencent, man. Call in the national threat level degree Chinese hackers. Get involved. All we have to do is move towards a level of late stage capitalism where like the government, like corporations are the government, and then you can have like your SKT, like Guantanamo Bay sponsored by, where they like have all the people that are like, you know, doing. This is getting a bit dystopian for my liking now that I'm thinking about it. The more I'm thinking about it, I'm more like, that could very well actually maybe happen in the next like 50 years. Who knows, right? It's like Idiot. I'm just like basically reading bar for bar the plotline of Idiocracy. So like, yeah, so everything is just miserable. People don't get up from their couches. Like everything is just, yeah, I don't know. Having actually completed and played Cyberpunk in the last like 3 months, like I do wonder, like, is there a more useless choice in an RPG game that isn't like the start of Cyberpunk, where it asks you what your background is, whether or not you're a nomad or a street kid or a corpo? Because like, I don't think I've ever seen a game have like that lack of point. Like, there's nothing, like, okay, it gives you some dialogue, but the dialogue ultimately doesn't change anything. It's just like, it gives you some flavor text. It does set the scene for each, right? Like, I guess, but like, you know how you also set the scene for a game? By like setting the fucking scene for the game yourself, man. Like, just do it like by storytelling with a game. I don't know. I think I've only ever been street kid on it, but I just remember being like, oh, there's some dialogue. I might as well click it, since it seems to be wanting me to click it by like having in brackets like, this is a special dialogue option. But ultimately, I don't know. Cyberpunk was alright, man. I'll be honest, it was pretty good. Once I got into it, it was pretty good. But I was quick hacking, and like when I realized that like quick hacking was actually kind of like broken. It was very easy to just destroy absolutely everybody and nobody could catch me, nobody could see me, just by like I would overheat them, and then I would overheat another person, and then overheat another people, and they all catch fire and they all just die. And then I did unlock like the legendary quick hack, which is just called like suicide, and they just like you could quick hack like one of the stronger people in the game, like an enemy, and then they just put a gun to their head and pull the trigger, and they just one shot themselves, and I'm like, all right, okay. I'm a bit of a dumbass though, because I got like the bad ending, and the bad ending was made even worse because I was like forced to sit through like an hour-long sequence of me getting up, exercising, doing a psych eval, going to bed, freaking out, getting up, doing the psych eval, doing the treadmill, falling over, doing like for like a straight up hour, and I was like, oh my god, and it was like the bad ending, because I was like, I didn't realize you had to do all these particular side quests to even get the options. So like I sat down with Johnny Silverhand on the rooftop, and it was like, here's your options, and it was either like, the options were literally take your own life or agree to work with like Arasaka, and then all your friends hate you if you work with Arasaka, but if you take your own life, the game just ends. So I don't know. I was like, I want to get like a little bit extra time out of the game. You watch Ed Runners? I did. The only reason I played like tried to play Cyberpunk again was because I watched Ed Runners and was like, oh, you know what, man? Ooh, sex in the cyberpunk world, baby. Okay. I don't know why I never hit those shots, man. I never hit those cues. If I just keep my flow up, my flow blocks like almost get. Like, I mean, it just blocks his Q, right? Get my flow up, get my swagger on. Guess I got my swagger back. Oh, what the f***? I thought I had 2 Qs. Ah! What are you talking about, man? Do you have Ignite as well? Oh, it does as well, bro. Ah! That's just sad, man. I thought like when I did my second Q, I thought I was already there. And I was like, oh, I've got him. Because when I press R, I'm going to get my flow shield. And that's going to block the damage that's coming out onto me. But it didn't work that way at all. Yeah, shipping to Serbia shouldn't be that bad. I mean, like, even like in the US, oh, he's got flattened. Like I mean, like, let's say like if somebody orders on Monday, and then we ship it like they order on Sunday night, or which is Monday morning for us, I guess. Then we pack it and ship on Tuesday. It will be in the States by the end of the week. Now, obviously, depends what your customs are saying. But yeah, it's pretty fast. We're not Amazon, but we're going like it's surprisingly quite quick. I'm not molding it Amazon by any stretch of the imagination, because I utilize Prime, but they have kind of ruined like what a customer's expectations are for like shipping. Like customers like are like genuinely like expect next day delivery on anything because of Prime at this point, which is insane. And I'm kind of the same. Like if I look to order something and I'm like, it's gonna take like 2 weeks, I'm like, man, fuck that, man. Like, I don't know. It has to be something like special for me to like justify not the. Oh, bro, this guy's fucking pissing me off, man. I mean, I've tried to speak to some Americans about it, and they seem to say that they didn't get any import tax or like custom taxes. So like, I guess I don't know, but like, there's got to be somebody that has, right? That's my main. I mean, anybody that's like from America that has bought something and either didn't get taxed, import tax, or did, I would like be very interested to know. Because people ask these questions like, what's import tax like, and there isn't like a cut and dry answer, because like, it's a percentage of a thing, but only at a certain threshold, and then maybe certain states have different things, and depends on what the tax, the trade, like, agreements are at the time, and then what kind of goods it is, and then, oh, Jesus Christ, man, it's like, I wish it was just as cut and dry as like, yeah, it's like $1, or like, yeah, it's like $5. When people ask, because it's like a reasonable thing to ask. Because like I remember like Maisie would get some like makeup and then like import. The thing itself is like, I don't know, man, like $70 or something. And then the import custom tax on it's like 30. So she's paying like 150% almost on a piece of like makeup, just because like of like, and it's not like the company that made it are getting the money. It's not like it's going anywhere. It's just like entering into the void of like the government, I guess. Somebody who works in a post office, I can tell you it's random as hell. Yeah, I don't know. It seems random as hell, man. Flash out worth. Actually, hold on. Ignite me's alright. Okay, so it's both sums down for him. I haven't got anything from Amazon that I didn't take. That so you say you've never had anything take more than a week? Import tax supports local industries. Does it? Do I count as local industry? Where's my bloody thing? I don't think that's true, man. Do you know how many potholes are on my street where I live alone? There are. By local industries, you mean the government. Oh, it always takes more than a week. Oh yeah, I guess if you live in like an awkward spot, then it can take a minute. But yeah, I mean, I guess it's like it depends, right? Because like if you're used to that. No. That's so sad. Hold on, knock him up. Dude, that is so sad. I couldn't block it. I probably should have flashed to try to do it. I just stepped into a fight that was like a fucking 4v1, man. I stepped into the wrong neighborhood there. That's very sad. Almost humongous as well. But yeah, like if you live like in a place that's hard to deliver, I think like your expectations as a consumer are relative to where you come from, right? So like if you live, I can't think of anywhere that's like tough to get to, right? Like certain parts of Eastern Europe, I guess, are apparently quite tough to get to. But like if you're a consumer who's buying things online, you're probably aware of how hard it is to get to your country, so like you don't mind like waiting a little bit of extra time for like certain things, right? Whereas if you live like in, let's say, London, if you live in like London, then it's kind of expected like you can get things that day, right? Because it's London, or like a country that is near an Amazon warehouse. You'd be like, well, this is, you know, if I order before midday, I can have it by 10 p.m. So I guess it's just like scaling expectations. Like if I order something on Amazon, like there's a depot like not that far from me, so I kind of like would expect to get it that day, I suppose. Did he ignite me, or is it just burn? Yeah, that alpha strike fucked me up actually. I don't know why I would expect Yasuo to do anything different than alpha strike there, but yeah. Still working on the IE. Can't afford much of anything, but still. AliExpress told me to be patient. Yeah, man. It does. Sometimes I do think, man, it would be so much easier to just not even bother making clothes and just drop ship. Like, I remember like my brother looking at a cool pair of shoes that he like saw online. And like being in that industry, I'm sitting there like, there's no way that this company I've never heard of, who's like got like 3,000 likes on Facebook, are making shoes, man. Because that is like an expensive venture. Like, t-shirts, like totally different situation, right? Because like you can, like, you get sizes, that's fine. Everybody like, there's only like, I don't know, 7 different sizes. Whereas like with shoes, there's a billion different sizes, a billion different things. Like, yeah, I have to take into account. So I was like, bro, I don't believe these people for a minute. Went on AliExpress, punched in a couple of keywords just out of sheer curiosity. Within like 3 minutes, have found the pair of shoes for like an eighth of the price. As long as you're willing. And it's not even like you're waiting less time. It's they literally just order it off AliExpress and send it to you anyway. And I'm just like, man, that life is so scummy but so easy, man. But you'll see like I guess I wouldn't even call them clothing brands 'cause I don't think they count as clothing brands. But like just companies or people that are like all their money goes into marketing. And they have like, you know, a decent amount maybe of followers on Instagram, but they don't actually make anything. What's my man like thinking here? What's his game plan exactly? I'm gonna die of minions. Getting sums out, man. It's all good. I'm just waiting for the Gangplank ulti to be back off cooldown, man. Bro, what's he up to? I need your help. All I want to do is eat and become large. I don't know what to do. I don't know what you're expecting me to help. How you're expecting me to help. You want me to become a feeder, and then just I don't know. I'll feed you pan au chocolat while you sit in a giant Roman style chair like hedonism bot in Futurama. If I'm feeding you grapes like you're a goddamn Roman emperor, like you're gonna have to pay, man. I'm doomed. Oh wait, no, Larry's helped me out! Gangster. Larry identified a problem and was like, I gotta tank this for Ross. Respect. What do you think about the Velma show? I haven't, like, watched it at all. People don't seem to be happy about it at all, either. But it's hard, man. Because I like... Okay, that did a fucking billion damage. He's got 3 kills, and he actually almost one-shot me. Excuse me? He had 1,000 damage, and I didn't get to move for the entire thing, the entire time. So like, here's the thing, man. Like, I'm always like a bit like apprehensive about going into content like this because like, there's definitely some bad actors in play, and I think we can all agree that there's definitely some bad actors when it comes to talking about it. Like, the first and foremost, like, this character is not the skin color that we know her to be, right? Like, I remember like people having such major discourse about like the fact that there was like black dwarves in like the new Lord of the Rings TV show, and like it just like muddies the waters of like I'm just sitting there like I don't know what to trust, man. I have to just watch it myself to know what to trust. There's so many bad actors who just like dog whistling each other, man. It's so weird. It was so like it was really like sickening because it was like, well, it's not racism because you know, there's none of them in Tolkien's books, man. Like, oh, come on, man. Like, I don't. Who cares? Who cares, bro? Who cares? Who gives a shit? Who gives a fuck? Who cares, man? You know, it's not just that they're dwarves of color, but also, bro, this is insane. I'm just getting one shot, man. All he did was chrono break me for 600 damage, man. Also, the women don't have beards, so it's not war accuracy, man. Who cares? But as far as like Mindy Kaling is concerned, I've never watched like any of her other TV shows, or like, but she was a writer on The Office as well. It's certain for some episodes, I believe. I don't know. I feel like the only things that I've seen about the Velma show are the things that people specifically post to make it look worse than it might be. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just saying, all I'm saying is just don't trust media. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's like I'm fucking dead again, man. I just keep getting fucking one shot by his W, man. His W drops in, I'm stunned for 2.5 seconds, and I'm just standing there like I'm dead, man. Ah! Every time he keeps on getting it straight on me. Ah! Oh yeah, I saw some weird stuff in Final Fantasy as well. I don't know. Whole situation's messed up, man. But that's the thing. So I mean, like, I'm not saying the film is good, bad. I'm not saying Lord of the Rings is good, bad. I don't care about Tolkien's work and how staying true to form here. But I just, like, it's tough to like. I can't form an opinion on it without watching it, and I don't trust social media to help because it's trying to like congeal my brain into thinking what it already agrees. But it's everything is cherry picked to make it seem bad, if that makes sense. And like I'm just like, I don't know, it feels like half of the, like, at least specifically with like these particular shows like Lord of the Rings and what have you, it's almost like, oh, for fuck's sake, bro. I just remain stunned for the entire, like, I was spamming R on Echo there. I couldn't get my ulti off. I don't know what's going on in this game. I think like it's Resident Evil with Wesker as well. I thought he was like probably like the best thing about that show. The show wasn't very good, but like he was probably the best thing about it. But I don't know, man. It's so weird. I think we could probably win. We still have a Master Yi. And I might do something later. Who knows? We can't prove that I can't. Don't know why I did that. Is this a fucking joke? Okay. Okay, so here's what I've figured out so far. Infinity Edge first item is probably dog. I'm just thinking how many times I wouldn't immediately die if I had a shield bow, but I don't think I can go anywhere because I think Lulu could probably one bang me if she tried hard enough. I think it was worth trying though, worth trying. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'll watch Velma. I like, just quite frankly, like, I doesn't, like, I'm not that necessarily interested in watching more Scooby-Doo hijinks, whether it be good or bad. It just like isn't a plot that appeals to me in any way. I'm gonna just run in and die here. Okay. I see where I went wrong, but then also I don't have a clue where I went wrong because I've got no money. I'm getting one shot by literally Jinx, I think, just auto attacked me. Yeah, she auto attacked me like 3 times and I died. It was a good try though. I don't think it's very good. We won the first game though, 50% win rate on that one. Yeah, maybe after not having played League for a while, maybe I don't come straight back into